Hey guys, it's Tia at B5 Designs, and I just wanted to share with you today one of the Valentine's projects that I was working on and am still in the process of completing. If you watched my haul video yesterday, my intention was that I would be spending my weekend, sorry, I'm readjusting the camera, working on some Valentine's projects. So let's get started with, I'll just show you real quick what I'm doing is making some Valentine treat bags, and they are out of paper lunch sacks, and the original idea for these comes from Live, Love, and Scrap on YouTube. Now when she did hers, she does very vintage, and so she doesn't cover up anything on the paper sacks. But my paper sacks are Dora the Explorer, and these came from the dollar bin at Target. I've been asked to do a couple of paper sack albums for a family reunion coming up in June, and so I had picked these up because they were just $1 to get started. But then when I seen this video, I thought, oh, I can use those for this, and then I'll just pick up more lunch bags later when I'm ready to get started. But these are just your standard lunch bags. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the lunch bag, and you want it to be about 7 inches. So you're going to cut it in your paper cutter, and just set it for 7 inches. So you're going to be a little bit longer than this natural fold line in there. So then you can just take, I don't want to drag my paper cutter. It's kind of a big bulky titanium one, which I love because I can cut more than one piece of paper at a time. I can cut like 25 pieces at a time, but I just don't want to put it up here, and so I've had to move stuff and blah blah blah. So you're going to cut this, and it's going to end up being 7 inches. And so what you're going to end up with is a bag that looks like this. Okay? So you've cut the bottom off, and then you're going to take and score it, and you want to score about 1/2 inch for the fold. Okay? So now you could do this next part where you're going to put the paper on, the printed paper or the designer paper. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can just go ahead and put it over the top with this folded, or what I did was on mine is I just went ahead and glued it down, and then I folded. But for video purposes, this is what an easy way to do. Now you might want to use, I just squirted glue all over the place. Nice. You might want to use, I used my hot glue gun, just because it works a little bit better for me, because I'm impatient and it dries quicker. Okay, so but for right now, for the video, I am using the Scotch quick dry adhesive, and so you just want to get that glued up really good. And then this paper, this designer paper or printed paper, it's not really designer paper, it's Target dollar bin paper, is cut at 7 3/4 by 5 1/4, and it's really cut quite big for the paper, or for the bag, but I'd rather have it a little bit big. And then I always like to kind of burnish anything that I've glued, whether I use a hot glue gun or whatever, because then I can make sure that it's sealed good. Okay, so then you have this excess, and you don't have to cut it this way. I mean, you can do it however you want. I just like to have excess to cut off, because so many times I cut my stuff short, just because I do. I don't know why. Sometimes I'm challenged at measuring things. Okay, so after you've glued everything on, and let me get it trimmed here. I'm sorry. Some of this stuff you don't really need to see, but I just want to make sure that you understand. Now I'm not going to be, this is just like my template bag, so it's not going to be perfect. So what you end up with is this, like this, or if you went all the way down, then you know you're completely covered. So you're going to fold that bottom over and score it really good. So what you're going to end up with is this bottom piece of paper, and I hope you can see it. I know I'm getting a lot of sunshine in here. That is a raw edge that you're going to have to do something with that. So you're going to want to take and glue all the way I get my glue to cooperate all the way in here, and you can, like I said, you can use whatever you want. I preferred the and of course I had to make a big mess. I preferred the hot glue gun with this. Okay, so you've got one part of it, but then you have those folds in the side of the bag, so you're going to need to glue that right there. And I'm just going to put a dab of glue there because I go crazy with glue. For right now, I'll just do that. Okay, and then you still have one more there that you're going to need to glue, and you got to have that on both sides, so make sure that you do both sides. Okay, so I have like really grungy sweatpants on that I wear when I'm doing this stuff so that I can wipe my hands on my pants. So then you've got this piece here that is going to need to be glued as well. So you just run your glue along there and fold that over. Now this glue dries fairly quickly, so you would probably just, if you're making several of these, just go on to the next one. So now you've got everything glued and secure on the back of that. So then you will end up with a little bag that is going to look just like this on the front. And adjust my camera a little bit so I want you guys to be able to see. And it's folded up flat right now, but here's that, all that gluing that we did, so it's all nice and sealed. And then you can take and put your treats in there when you're done decorating. You're going to want to do all the decorating first. So then the next thing that I would do is I'm going to cut this little tab off. So all I do is take my little paper trimmer and just kind of eyeball it is what I do, and just cut that part of that tab off. And I know that was kind of off camera, I'm sorry. So that you've got that little tab off, and hopefully this one doesn't look like it's very straight, but you're going to want to cut it straight. And then I took, and you can use a border punch. The one that I wanted to use did not work well for me. It didn't want to punch through the layers. So then what you're going to do is either use a border punch or pinking shears, whatever, decorative scissors. So I've used these scalloped decorative scissors and just cut along your sack. And so after you do that, you end up with a very pretty scalloped edge on your paper. And then I took my crocodile and punched 2 holes in it so that I can put the string in there. And so I'm using a lot of different, well, all the products that I bought yesterday. If you watched my haul video yesterday, pretty much everything except for a couple of items is in this video, is what I'm using on this project, with the exception of some different little trims that I'll be using. These are all little trims that I've gotten at Michael's and Hobby Lobby out of their little clearance bins. And then I'm using a lot of this lace here that I have 100 yards of this stuff that my sister picked up at a rummage sale for me. So I'm using that. And then I have this big thing of I think they use this to make those really cute, furry, fuzzy scarves, but I picked this up during Breast Cancer Awareness Month at Michael's, and it's just so cute. So I'm using that, and then some of the pearl string, in addition to the stamps and stuff that I picked up yesterday. So this one, I'm not quite completed with it yet, but I just used some double box pleated ribbon, and then I put the string of pearls there, glued it down, and then the paper that I had bought yesterday had the little tags, so I cut one of the tags out, and then I cut the heart out of it, and then I just inked around the edges, and I doubled it up on some cardstock because it's very thin paper, so I just used a piece of red cardstock, and then I just glued it down, and I used my hot glue gun on all this, guys. It just goes a little bit quicker for me. And then I will use maybe some craft. I have raffia. I have all kinds of different things that I can use for in the inside of this bag. And then this one, again, I use the lace and then the pink, I don't know what this stuff is called. It'd be nice if I knew what it was called. The pink fuzzy stuff. That is the new crafting term for that. And then the pearl ribbon, and then I used one of the little hearts out of the little bag of foam hearts that I got at Walmart, and then that was at Target, and then Walmart I had gotten the little checkered stamps, buttons, and so I used some Martha Stewart twine. I had bought this at Christmas time, and it has the red, and then I have some green and some brown, I think. So I used that to run through the little button. And then I took one of my little Studio G Lovebird stamp and just cut a little tag myself and put that on there. And then I'm going to use, for this one, I'm using that fuzzy stuff for the closure, but I can't, completely tie it up yet because I don't have the treats inside of it. And then this one, I just used this ribbon that I had gotten at Michael's, or not Michael's, Hobby Lobby, in their clearance area, and it's got the pretty little hearts all over it. It's so cute. And I took another one of those tags and cut it out, and then inked around the outside. And this is so cute with the cherries, and then it says "You are sweet." And then I still had to punch the holes and then decide what I'm going to use for the closure on this one. And then this one is the very first one that I made, and it has the pretty lace and then the fuzzy stuff and then the pearls. And then I took the foam stickers and the hugs and kisses, and adhered it, and then I went over it with I think it's magenta stickles. It's kind of a purpley because it has the purple in it, so I thought that would look cool. And then I made another little tag with the cute little ladybug. Isn't he just adorable? And then it says "Big Hugs." And then I used one of the glittered foam heart stickers. And then this one, I am going to use this on it, and I might use some other fiber. I guess that's a good word for this, is fiber. Just to add some more color to it, because I have a bunch that I got off the internet that would look cute. So that's that one. And then I have this whole stack yet here to decorate and complete. So that is that project for today that I hope to get done today. And then I finally downloaded the program that goes with my camera because I wanted to be able to edit my videos better. But it doesn't have for videos, it just has a slideshow thing. So I thought, well, maybe when I'm all done, if I have time, I'll do just a slideshow that shows you the different completed ones that I have. So we'll see, because like I said in my haul video, I start school full-time tomorrow, so I don't know. I have to be able to craft at least once a week, or I just get really crabby. It's just my form of relaxation, and So we'll see how much time I have to do anything extra. But if you have any questions, you can certainly email me right on YouTube, or you can email me at my regular email address, and I'll put this down in the sidebar or the information bar, tiab5designs@msn.com. And I also have a Facebook page, but I can't remember what it's exactly called because I just did it like 2 weeks ago. So thanks for stopping by today, and I hope that this gives you a good idea for some little Valentine's treat bags. If you have a child in school that maybe you'd like to do that for, or maybe for a teacher or coworkers like what I'm doing. So thanks for stopping by, and have a happy Sunday.